Hi, my name is Mark Fassbender and I'm co-founder and CEO of Quminex.
My name is Alan Baxter and I'm Chief Exploration Officer of Quminex.
Hi, I'm Taha, Rouabah, co-founder and quantum scientific advisor of Quminex.
Quminex is a mineral exploration technology company that was built from the QVée studio startup builder.
We try to provide the resources needed for an environmentally friendly future by combining geoscience, AI and quantum technology.
Leaving academia, coming into business, it was very new for us. So those initial expectations, we really didn't have any idea what to expect.
It was amazing that the program put me in touch with two amazing people from completely different fields, and we started to teach each other about our respective fields and then started working very hard to get to the first milestone, going through the first phase of QVée Studio.
Yeah, it's funny because, you know, geoscience and quantum are probably two sciences that are as far as possible away from each other. But that kind of coming together, getting to know each other, getting to learn each other's sciences over a very short amount of time through the program has been really, really excellent.
Absolutely, and I also think this is what is outstanding because we're combining essentially different domain expertises in order to succeed. I think it's also like being patient because we had an idea and we wanted to pivot for it, but we also needed to learn like we need to have a plan and then we start executing. I think this is also important to us.
Changing from academia spirit into entrepreneurial mindset was not straightforward for me. During the different phases of the program, we needed to shift, to adapt, and to go faster and faster in order to ensure the best growth for the company.
Yeah, and that's where the program came in. It was great because we had some of the people in the QVée studio, they had a business background, and then they had an academic background as well, so they were able to help us and navigate that kind of transition between academia and business, and also help us when we were a little bit unsure of where to step or where to go. They were there to help us all along the way. So like you can have an idea for a business, but actually implementing it is a completely different matter. So, you know, going back to when I started talking to Mark about this idea, we said, yeah, we'll just add some quantum in there, but it's not as simple as that. You need to have these structures in place. I don't think we would have a startup if we didn't have the program really. Even just introducing the world of startups, the initial steps, how do you validate your business model, how do you set up a company, what are the different stages?
I think in our case, all of us had like our own networks, but what we really lacked is like business expertise, people that can tell us how can we move forward on that side, but also like investors. We didn't know who are investors, how to reach out to them, or how to communicate even with them. So I think this was a big contribution where QVée Studio has been helping us tremendously. So for example, we just have been in discussions and I received an email like from one of the QVée Studio people, hey, this could be of interest to you. We did apply for that, not knowing really, okay, how can this be beneficial or not? But in the end, this has been a tremendous opportunity. It made us in the end World Economic Innovators. We participated in the Quantum Day in Saudi Arabia. We went to China as well. Knowing people that forward us opportunities, I think this was good.
One of the main challenges that we faced was the market validation. We had an idea of a business model, but we didn't know if it was the right one. Through the plan program, you start this very detailed and structured market validation. So we spent countless hours interviewing people, but that really gave us a lot of insight into how our initial business model actually wasn't a great business model to start with, and then we had to change to the business model we actually have now, which we've continued to use to this day.
We had an initial idea which turns out to be too small and not scalable, and we have refined that into a new business model that opens new opportunities, larger markets, and much more possibilities for scaling up our business.
Yeah, as well as for all the small moving wheels within the business that we have not been aware of. So this was good that we learned about that, what can have implications on the business on a long term, but also on the short term.
And the way to link between the technical side, mineral exploration and quantum technologies, and the business model was also something that we learned to do, and we ended up having a combination that's much more convincing and much more efficient, I think, than what we started with.
my advice really for new potential applicants of the QVée Studio program is to just do it. I mean, Quminex was born out of two geologists who started talking and then got to meet a quantum physicist, but having no background in quantum physics or quantum at all. But to just try, and like the validate the program is the thing that it does what it says. You will validate your business model, you'll learn a lot, you'll meet great people, really world-class experts in the field.
I would say if you have a quantum-related business idea, QVée Studio is the right place to fine-tune it and refine it to make it a real business.
So not even like coming from other disciplines, but you can also be fully quantum, or it can be this hybrid version as well. So I think that's the flexibility of the program. It can take in different ideas and kind of navigate those through the initial stages of a business development.
And no matter where you are coming from, we are from 3 different continents and we made it up to the end.
The first Validate program is totally online, so it's easy just to get people together to do the program and then continue after that. So
go for it.
Go for it, exactly.